HBCU OverDrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream. With their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more, you can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Woo, hold on. Got it. All right. How do I hear? Anybody? Can you hear me? Everything good? My microphone good? Like, anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? We are back. It is Monday evening, July 31st, 2023. It is 111 degrees here in Dallas, Texas. It is hot than I don't know what. I don't know how to explain it, but it's hot as hell out here. But I appreciate everybody for coming on. I know, I know that I said I was not going to do a show this week, but I wanted to put it out there that I didn't feel like my show did not end on the best of, the best of terms. So the way we gonna do this, we gonna do this church style, like my grandma used to tell us back in the day. Uh, so y'all give me a second. All right, I had to fix my ticker, so let everybody know what's going on. So so the wife is telling me to come on with it, come on with it. But anyway, we are here and we are present in the good Lord's house. So first of all, let me just say, what I know what everybody saw yesterday. I know that it was some. I'm not gonna address it no more after this. We are gonna keep it funky. We're gonna keep it cool and copacetic. So what we saw yesterday, I mean, that was not a rendition. That was not the what we see about our historically black colleges and universities. That is not about why I brought my show to this light, to this platform. The reason why, in the mission statement of HBCU OverDrive, is to shine a light and to recognize and to pay homage to all of our institutions, to all of our historically Black colleges and institutions. It is to shed a light. It is to preserve our history. It is to talk about sports. It is to talk about somewhat politics. It's to talk about what can we do, what can we do to get better as a collective. As a collective, what can we do to get better? As a collective. Now, I don't what we saw Saturday night, you would I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I put it on the square that y'all would never see that type of person. That y'all would never see that type of person again. I promise y'all. I put it on the square that y'all would never see this type of person again. You know, talking to people, I'm talking to people in this space. You know, they call me, they hit me up. Everybody, first of all, first and foremost, for the folks that reached out to me over the last day, I truly appreciate y'all. I truly appreciate y'all for reaching out to me over the past day or so and telling me to keep going. I even, with my wife, she has been in my corner even when we got issues in our own house. And she is there for me. She ain't never tell me nothing wrong. She ain't she ain't never led me astray. She has not told me anything what anybody else would what my own mama would tell me. So I say this from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everybody. I love y'all. Um, I love y'all. And if my granny was here right now, she would be so proud of me. I want everybody. I just want everybody to see this. I know it's kind of. I need to turn the light down, but if this is my grandma, this is my grandmother, Irene Dale Smith, the matriarch of my family, passed away in 2017. If she was here right now, she would tell me, she'd be like, Scooter, don't worry about what nobody else got to say. And then she'll flip it on me and she'll call me by my whole government name. She'll be David Earl. Don't let nobody rattle you. So, like I said, I do this stuff because I love it, but deep down inside I just do it because I just want my granny to be proud of me. And I just want people to understand, like, I'm just a kid from Oak Cliff. And that's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. Um as y'all looking around in the chat, my moderators um will be on the lookout for foolishness, because we not what we saw Saturday night. Well, what happened Saturday night, we're not gonna go ahead with the foolishness. We're not gonna go ahead with the foolishness. We're not gonna go ahead with none of that stuff. So if they see it, you're done. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at this point, because um he got, like, dude got me out of character. I ain't gonna say his name. Dude got me out of character. And for my co-host to try to reel me back in, like, is, because I was just like that. I was just like that. I was about to say, F this show, F this podcast, F everything. But you know, when you got a good support system behind you, that's around you, and that's gonna tell you the real. They're not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I need that. I need that. We all need that. So, um, that that's something that that I had to address. I had to take accountability, and I had to take responsibility for my actions on Saturday night. So I had to take accountability, because I should have never went there. I should have never went there. I should have never been there. Uh, um, come on now, I still love EJ. He's from the cliff. uh, I just, I didn't want to go there, but when you talk about stuff that some people don't have control over, I mean, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not gonna stand for it, and I'm gonna rest on my laurels on everything. But you know what I'm saying? It's not. I mean, I'm not really gonna trip. I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna say nothing bad. I'm not gonna retaliate, because I know everybody. I know some people in here, they want to see me retaliate. They want to see me get my lick back. But no, we're not gonna do like that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna we don't do it like that. I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I'm gonna kill you with my success. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you softly, like that song by the Fugees, "Killing Me Softly." I'm gonna kill you softly by showing you that I belong in this space. To be exact, that that I know what I'm talking about. That my voice is heard, and I mean, I'm a push kind of shove, push kind of shove. Some people just not like that in real life. I'm like that, but I ain't trying to get like that. If y'all get what I'm talking about, I'm like that, but I ain't gonna get like that. I done, I done elevated, I done succeeded, I done risen to the top because because I used to be about that life. When you about that life, it takes a whole minute for you to come back down. Now, my wife, I'm gonna tell you just like this: she about that life. She don't, she don't care. She do not care. She is about that life. That is South Central, born and raised, L.A. She ain't about, dude. She no. But I told her we gonna, thing is we gonna kill them with kindness. We gonna kill them with success. So that we gonna that's all I got to say. Cause see, people, thank y'all, and for those that's leaving out, thank you for your views, thank you for your contribution. Cause everybody's looking for me to throw blows. We ain't gonna get like that. We not gonna get like that. I ain't gotta speak the name. I ain't gotta speak the name of it. But other than that, oh, another thing. As a funny joke, as a funny gesture. Um, I got a donation yesterday, right before I went to work, and said $5 for speech therapy. So, therefore, like I said, I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I want people, if you got it, I want you to match the $5 in donation, cash out donation, and guess what? We gonna donate whatever y'all seeing. We gonna donate that money to a child that's in need of speech therapy. Yes, yes. I didn't. This one I didn't stutter. I didn't sugarcoat nothing. I did none of that. So if you want to match that $5, we got 120 people that's in the chat right now that's watching. If you want to match that $5 in a cash app donation, and we'll give it to a child that's in need of speech therapy. Because I've been down that road before. I know how it feels. I know how it felt. So we, like I said, we're gonna kill him with kindness. Kill it with kindness. Hold on, B Rod. I'm gonna let me go ahead and send you my cash out. I mean my PayPal. I think I know what it is. Oh. If you want to go ahead, let me if you got PayPal, PayPal is at, and believe me, the missus keep up with everything. The missus keeps up with everything. That's the cash app right there, PayPal. See what we got. And you know, it's crazy because my boy Craig, man, he up in here. He third ward tiger, man. He a third ward tiger all through, you know, all day, every day. Texas born and bred. Man, I appreciate the text message that you sent me. Got Uncle Sid with the $5 donation, Mr. Hardy with the $5 donation. Thank you, sir. Thank y'all, sirs. And that's the crazy thing. We all ain't perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody's not perfect. So nobody's not perfect. But you know what? We all good. Hold on, y'all. And guess what? This donations, the donations we're gonna do, we're gonna run it for 2 weeks, y'all. We're gonna run it for 2 weeks. So so guess what? Everybody share this show right here and let them know. We're gonna kill you with kindness. Kill them with kindness. And I don't care what haters talk, you know, I don't care about haters. And if you wanna troll, you gotta pay the toll to troll in my in my chat. How about that? Hold on, y'all. HBCU OverDrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream with their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more. You can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna wing it like this. My microphone is tripping. My microphone stand is tripping. Mr. Cook, what's the initiative? The initiative is to match $5 so we could give to charity for a child that really needs speech therapy. So Miss Brandy, thank you for the $5. See what else we got up in here. Miss Jess, from the Big Cliff side, aka Kimber High School. Thank you for $10 right there. Mr. Allen, Mr. Fred, thank you for the $20 donation. Mr. Williams, thank you. Square, you Chris Dukes, $5 donation, man. Miss Hbcu Tracy, thank you for your $5 donation. Miss Quay, thank you for your donation. Carlos, oh, bro, Carlos, down there in H-Town. Trophy Chasers, thank you for your donation, man. We have Mr. Carey, Israel Carey, with the $50 donation. Mr. Brown or Jason, little Jason, but I thank you for your $5 donation. And Mr. Edward, thank you for your donation. So I thank everybody that's donating. We still gonna be donating. So all right. Okay, y'all hear me now? So we're gonna run this donation. We're gonna run this initiative for 2 weeks, y'all. So I appreciate everybody for doing that and share the love, spread the love to everybody. So we got my bro Tony Cook with $20 donation, man. Keep it going, keep it going. Mr. Lot, Prairie View, Prairie View love is up in here, man. $5 donation. Miss Shanetta, $5 donation. Thank you. Like I said, everything is going towards a child that needs speech therapy, that really needs it. We so D Bell, what's going on? Thank you for your donation right there. Big TV up in the building. We got, man, I appreciate everybody. But man, look. All jokes, I say jokes, it's not even jokes, but put everything to the side, man. We're gonna talk about sports. We got football coming up. We got the MEAC Swag Challenge coming up August 26th. Now, I will be doing a joint show um, that week with all everybody know that fireplace. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a joint show with Kobe Orr from Bliss City Podcast. So pretty much, man, we're gonna have a fun show for that week. Y'all know Kobe like family to us over here. And it's like I said, it's all love. It is all love. Oh man. So we got Kobe Orr coming on to the show. And the following week, because y'all know I live in Texas. Y'all know I live in Dallas, and from Dallas to Atlanta is a 12-hour drive. Dallas to Miami is like in a whole nother country to us. So my alternative to go see some swag football, some good swag football, would be to go down to Houston, Texas, going to the Shell to see Texas Southern play Prairie View Labor Day Classic. I will try to be in the building on that weekend, that Saturday. And y'all know when I'm gonna tell you like this: when I get there, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Frenchies. Then I'm gonna bust a right to Timmy Chan's, and then I'm gonna swing on them over to Bum B's new spot, the Trill Burger. Go check out the Trill OG. So you know how we do it. Yeah, you know how we do it over there. Um, but yeah, like I said, we are in me and the missus, we are in our finalization as far as what games we are trying to get to. Um, we are looking at all of the costs as far as um looking at all of the costs as far as if we're gonna stay at a hotel, the gas price, basically the driving, because you ain't getting my ass on the plane. Shoot. I either got to be drunk as high as hell to get on the plane. I'm just letting y'all know. but but I know the first couple of weeks it'll probably be myself. The missus gonna have she's taking care of some other business back in LA for a little bit. But we I'm gonna be in the building, y'all. I'm be in the building, y'all. But look, look, I really want to when I get down in Houston, I really want to go to the Turkey Leg Hut, but they said it's overrated. um, but I want to go to. Of course, I'm gonna go to Frenchies. Frenchies is automatic when I get to Houston. Frenchies is automatic when I get to Houston. Timmy Chan's is an automatic when I get to Houston. We say, what you say, Lowe's? Don't leave Houston on a Sunday. Yeah, I know about that. I know about that. I know about that. But yeah, we got big things coming up. Like I said on Saturday, it's not. Let me reiterate this from what I said on Saturday. The missus is getting us prepared to hit that LLC. Y'all hear me? The wife is getting us prepared to get that LLC. So I'm just letting everybody know when it drop, y'all know it's gonna be official. We're gonna be real official. She wanna go to Houston. She ain't never been to Houston. I we've been trying to get down to Houston for a minute. It's like a 4 hour drive, 3.5, 4 hour drive, and I still been trying to get her down to Houston. But anyway, uh you talk about food, Whitley. You talk if you want to look at food. If you come to Dallas, first place I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you to Rudy's Chicken over there at South Oak Cliff. If you ain't been there, you gonna need to go. Let them know about Rudy's Chicken. Let them know. But anyway, let's get on to some sports talk, y'all. Let's get on to some sports talk. So, man, all I gotta say is let's talk about it. So we're gonna get an invite to folks that want to come up here. We could talk about uh football games that y'all really want to see and how they're gonna be and what we all can expect for this season. Um Other than that, I will be dropping some more. We'll be trying to drop some video content from Swag Media Day. So y'all kind of stay with us on that. Um, yeah, that Uh, I know. Mr. Brown is up in here. I heard your son is looking real good at fall practice right now. And if you like that line, look, that line for Rudy's be off the chain. That line will wrap around the corner, be on Lancaster Road. Rudy is not nasty. You ain't been home in a minute, Jess. I'm sorry. But anyway, man, look. Anyway, look, let's talk about it. Let's talk about let's get into some sports, y'all. Let's get into some sports. I appreciate you, Mr. Robinson, for the $15 donation at PayPal. Like I said, we're gonna continue doing this for 2 weeks, even when I am not on live. I want y'all to still donate because there's a child there that's out there that's in need. I promise you. But let me get this. Let me get some info from my bro Blue over at the Blue Bloods. Um, and I know he sent some out there. He sent some out there, and I want to talk about what he got going, what's going on. So my boy Blue, he done he done did his 20 his rendition of the 2023 preseason SWAC all conference team. So I'm gonna go ahead and in fact let me put it on let us put it on here so we can actually see it. Mm. All right. All right. Mm. And oh, hold on now. Why are we at it? Before we get it, before I pull this up, I want to say, I want to say, happy 22nd birthday to my big nephew Jeremiah Matthews. My nephew is 22 years old today. Blessed to see 22. I'm glad that my mother, no, my sister beat him out of the penitentiary because he ain't seen out of liquor jail. He ain't never been in trouble. He's a good kid, and he works hard. And hey, I love my nephew from your Uncle David. We love you. Hello, hello.
What's up, Doc?
All right, let me see what we got.
Can you hear me?
Let's see what Blue got up in here.
Hey, how you doing? Is my stuff right? Let me see. Doc, can you hear me?
All right, all right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Blue Bloods 2023 preseason SWAC all conference team is officially here. The SWAC all conference team, 60 players, represents all 12 teams in the conference. FAMU leads the conference with 11 all conference selections, including 9 first team selections. Alcorn and Southern had the second most selections with 7 all conference players, while 3 programs, Jackson State, Bama State, and Texas Southern, had 6 all conference selections. Boy, I love it when Blue give us something to talk about, man. I love it when Blue give us something to talk about. If y'all can see this, man, let me know if y'all can see that. I can I hear you. Hold on. I have to see as far as the sports rankings, I have to see for myself and what they look like. Um, I want to see what it look like for real. Hello. Oh, okay, she dropped off. But anyway, uh, I, oh, there you go. I knew Mr. Ford was gonna come up in here. I got you, Mr. Ford.
Can you hear me, Doc?
Yo,
Can you hear me? I think everybody on the chat can hear me, but you can't hear us. Hey, Mr. Ford, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, but
Okay. All right.
I don't think Doc can hear us.
oh Lord, he's on it. Okay, hold on, y'all.
I'm just talking on the thing.
Uh, all right,
Mr.
hold
Ford,
on,
did
y'all.
you
Let
get
me
a
see
chance
what's
to
up
check
with
this
my
out?
screen.
Blues released his
You, you,
ranking.
you know I'd have to depend on y'all. Okay, I can't see it, but tell me about it.
Um, it's great.
All right, Uncle said for these games before the game.
Doc, you can't hear us. Doc can't hear us yet, Mr. Ford.
Oh,
But
okay, okay, okay.
I
Yeah,
like the reason why I like blues rankings is of course because um blue is non-biased. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Now, is it HBCU, FCS, FBS?
Oh
What?
no,
What?
it's swag. Blue, it's
It's a
the blue
sweat.
bloods.
Oh, it's a swag. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he released
you
swag.
read it to me, please.
Can y'all hear
Yeah,
me
I'm
now?
trying to get Doc to hear us first.
Can
Can
you
He's
y'all
hear
hear
trying
us,
me?
Doc?
I can hear y'all, but I can't. I can hear
you
now.
you you can hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now.
What's up, Doc?
I'm here.
I've been talking. For 5 minutes, you ain't been hearing me. You know I got a lot. You know I got a big mouth. I'm just running my mouth.
You know what? I'm done with you. How you doing, Mr. Ford?
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored. That's my
That's
ring.
right. That's right, bro. Listen. You keep doing what you're doing, baby. You know how Satan is when you're doing good. That's when he coming after you.
Yes,
You
sir.
know the deal. You don't make me preach up in here now.
Oh, sure. We might need a word up in here. We
Hey,
should
look here, baby, because you know what?
we
Y'all
should
have
have
to remember this. It's a spiritual war. Y'all, a lot of people think it's about what you see, but it's powers in high places that you can't see that's fighting against you.
I always said that, like, our elevation, me and Doc's elevation, like, I literally
Yeah,
started in December, like, after Coach Prime left is when I started my channel, and then Doc about a year and a month, right, Doc?
right,
So,
right.
basically, we both started right in the tail end of Coach Prime's exit.
Mm-hmm.
So we built our channel organically, not necessarily off of the prime rush, you know.
right,
So
right.
we're building our channel off of true SWAC fans. Or for Doc, he is more than just SWAC. He covers the MIAC, he covers the SIAC, he
Yeah,
covers all different types of stuff. And
yeah,
also, me and Doc, we do our most of the time when we do some of our streams, we do dual streams. So at any given time, me and Doc can have 200 to 250 people watching. It's just split between the two of us.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
can I just say this right here? Because these people supposed to be authority on the SWAC. One of the things I heard last night was he questioned the validity of Alpha Phi Omega. In 1974, my cousin, who is deceased, pledged Alpha Phi Omega at Fort Valley State, which is now Fort Valley State University. When I was at Clark College, it's now called Clark Atlanta University, we had a chapter of Alpha Phi Omega. Now, you're supposed to be an authority and you know everything about HBCUs and HBCU sports, and you don't know about Alpha Phi Omega? Oh, okay. Okay.
Mr. Ford,
Huh?
you're talking to a man that's a part of Alpha Phi Omega right here. Been in it for 17 years now.
I know that's right. And my cousin was in it too, brother, back in the 70s. Like I said, he's deceased. But I just wanted to say that.
Yep. I've been there since April 29th, 2006. Even though I did that at Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah.
When I came back to Jackson, I'll try to bring back the Omega Side chapter of Jackson State back on the yard, but they weren't having it right now. But they back on the yard at Jackson State. They got a big presence over at Mississippi Valley. If you don't know, some people just don't know. Famous Amos, yes, is my frat brother. And he pledged at Mississippi Valley. We try to get back at Alcorn. We try to get pretty much all the chapters in Mississippi, but it's one of those things where it's hard to do. We've been trying to get the chapter back at Texas Southern for the longest. That's the Cal Zeta chapter, aka the Zoo.
Right.
They have doing wonderful work as an independent alumni chapter, and it's all to me. It's all what it is. But I want to get into this right here. We got this. This is Blues. His conference, all conference team. Preseason
okay. Yeah, you read it to me so I can hear it.
So this is what I like. So for his first team, he got Jeremy Musa as quarterback. For the quarterback.
Okay.
It's a no-brainer. That is not a discussion right there. He earned being first team all SWAC for the preseason because he had the most potential, and he's a returning starter on a team that was 9-2 from last season.
Right. Okay.
Now you got Jarvion Howard from Alcorn and Donovan Eaglin from Alabama A&M.
That's a pro backfield.
That is pro backfield. Donovan Eaglin is already 220 pounds. Jarvion Howard don't even look like he's 200 pounds, but he runs like he's 230.
Right.
Then he got 4 receivers on here. So of course he got one is Lyndon Rash, because we talked about him last. We talked about him
the Gremlin guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Marcus Riley, Florida A&M, but he was at Bethune last season, so his production came from last season from Bethune.
Let me stop you right there. I'm saying that you didn't Blue, you didn't consider that kid at Alabama State, Keyshawn Johnson.
He's on there.
He's on there.
He first team.
Yeah, he first team.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay,
you good. This is Blue's list. You know what I'm saying? I know
Blue's gonna complete it.
Right.
Okay.
And then X-Man John Murray Sharif from FAMU. So he completes the wide receiver on the first team.
So he had 3 wide receivers of 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, he got 4 wide receivers. Okay.
4 wide receivers. Tight end, DJ Stevens. That is a given. That is no discussion right there.
Yeah.
The best tight end in all of the HBCU football in the SWAC, period.
Right.
There's no discussion about that. So his office, the old lineman that he did pick, Jalen Goss from FAMU, TJ Yarbrough from Alcorn,
right,
Cam Colvin from FAMU, Jonathan Williams from Alabama A&M, and Will Reddy from Alcorn State. That's a good list right there for first team offense, y'all. And that's a good list for a first team offense. Now his first team defense, he kind of put it in perspective. Let's see what's up. Oh, make sure if you don't know, now you know that we're taking donations for a child that's in need of speech therapy. So you want to put $5 in, match that $5, make it 10. We are at let me see where we at right now. We are at $260 on donations. Actually, take that back. I forgot I got my PayPal. Somebody sent me something from PayPal. We are at $275 for donations, and we're gonna keep this going for 2 weeks, even when I'm not on air. So, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I didn't want to make sure because I had to get back. I got on me talking about no. We keep me mentioning the donation. First team defense. Sunday out of Anderson from Grambling. That's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah.
Brown from Southern.
What Brown?
Taj.
Yeah, I remember him from last year. Oh yeah.
So I had to look at his tape, and I know he probably is a beast. Zarion Hayes from Alabama A&M.
Yeah, he's a beast too.
Yeah, and Malachi Baylor. We talked about that. We talked about this kid all.
Yeah, that's the one from Alcorn.
Right.
Oh yeah, he got me too. I remember that he had 2 or 3 sacks against Shadua last year.
Sure, looked like he had 3, but I know they only count.
Yeah, right. He was a player. I remember him.
So we got Colton Adams.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Spot. Isaiah Major at the other. Terrence Ellis.
Another dog.
Terrence Ellis from Alcorn and Lewis Matthews from Grambling. I love this.
Yeah, I don't really know Terrence, but I know Lewis. Yeah, Lewis is a player.
Terrence Ellis was on the other side playing on the other side. Claudine Charles. That's the kid.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that kid, that Charles kid, kind of overshadowed him.
Right.
Yeah. He had a motor, man. That Charles kid had a motor. I remember him.
And as the DB rooms go, is Adrian Maddox from Alabama State.
Right.
He got Isaiah Guthrie for Jackson State. And
right.
Remember, Adrian Maddox should have been the freshman of the year, freshman defensive player of the year.
Okay. Who was that now?
Adrian Maddox, Alabama.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's the DB, the freshman DB.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he was still.
Isaiah Guthrie, he's on this list for first team because Blue is going to get his info from 2021.
Right.
You talking about a kid that basically is a ball hawk. He had 4 or 5 interceptions in that year.
Right.
Before he entered into the transfer portal. Yeah. So to me, Isaiah Guthrie is a deserving to be on this list right here.
Right.
And then, Amari Hill Robinson from Bethune-Cookman.
Oh yeah, he was a player. I saw him.
I should have got an interview. I should have talked to him because I seen him at Sweat Media Day. Javin Morgan. I had to because Willie had to correct me on his name. Javin Morgan.
So the bowler kid didn't make Blues list?
Oh, hold on. So
okay.
Kristen Davis from Southern.
Mr. Ford can't wait to get it out. You know Blue gonna set it out, Mr. Ford. Come on now.
Okay.
And Kendall Bowler from FAMU. So
listen. I thought the last 5 or 6 games he played some of the best DB in the country, man. The way he was jumping routes and going on, that he looked really good, man.
By far. And I didn't know that he was that big too. Like
because the other brother was kind of small, right? When he 5'10", 5. What was he?
I think he was like 5'10" or something like that.
Yeah, because I think the older brother transferred from Mercer to FAM.
Mm,
Yeah, I think he came from Mercer, but they Florida kids. They're originally from Florida.
right.
But that
So,
Kendall, he looked good, man. At the last 5 or 6 games.
yeah. So first team special teams kicker is Josh Griffin from Southern.
Mm.
Punter is Trey Wilhoit from FAMU, who's pretty much, I think he's an SCS preseason All American on for special teams also. And then return specialist is Xavier Lewis from Texas Southern. Speedster.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
that just offense, y'all. This is just first team offense and defense. Now we get into the second team, y'all. And it's gonna look real nice because it's names that we actually know. And they could have easily been tipped up to the first team. So at quarterback for the second team offense is Andrew Body, Texas Southern. I feel
Hmm.
like if he plays, the first 3 games is going to tell how that team is going to be down in Houston.
Right.
I feel like if Andrew Body and Texas Southern win their first game against Prairie View, I really think they're gonna take the West. Barring there's no like injuries, they have the chance to take the West. Because
And I
all of
feel like,
for the most part, all of their team is returning. Like I said, it's the third year with Andrew Body at the helm. Hopefully, Coach McKinney by now has built the offense to basically be around Andrew Body.
now, Mr. Mona, if I feel the opposite. If Prairie View wins that first game, I don't see nobody stopping them in that West. Because like I told you, the only thing I missed with Prairie View last year was explosive wide receivers. I thought they had everything.
Like I said, I think they had addressed the wide receiver position.
Oh, well, ain't nobody gonna stop them in the West.
Mm-hmm.
If they address that wide receiver, that was the only thing they were missing last year. When I say explosive, those wide receivers who would get separation. I didn't see that last year. I thought they were average wide receivers.
Okay. So yeah. When it comes down to it, that's the best thing I see. Like I said, I say Prairie View did was address the wide receiver spot, but
Yeah.
also it also comes to the point where if Trayvon Conley is going to take that next step as a quarterback,
Now, supposedly, he did a lot of outside work with noted people this summer, and
right,
when you do that, that usually pays off.
Who
right,
did a lot of outside work?
Trayvon,
Conley.
he been he,
Yeah.
Okay, from Prairie View.
Yeah.
He was down in Atlanta.
That's what I heard. And not on Atlanta, I heard he was working out with some other people too.
So to me, and like I said, this is what Bubba McDowell told us. This is what when I asked him the question about Trayvon, he told me, he's like, look, Trayvon, this is his team. If he wants to get better, he's going to take over the team. He got to get himself better. So that means if you want explosive plays down the field, like, you got to take chances throwing the ball down the field. But
Right.
other than that, the receivers got to catch the ball too. But you got to get the ball to them. They got to catch it. So it's one of those symbiotic relationships you want to think, if you think about it.
Now they ran the ball like 70% of the time. Then what they're real run heavy.
About 65%. 65%.
Yeah, because I was thinking, when he was talking about that, I saw that. I want Prairie View to be 60-40. 60 throw and 40 run, but I know he's more of a run dominated type of person, because usually defensive coaches, they gonna run the football.
Right.
They gonna run the football.
So my whole thing is, I would be remiss if it was 55-45 run versus
yeah
pass.
yeah.
If you get 55-45, I think that's a good ingredient for success.
Right.
But I like like I said, it's all up to Trazer to take over. On the
Yeah,
running back list, you got Caleb Johnson at Prairie View, so most of his stats is going to come from Mississippi Valley. If he
yeah.
wasn't banged up so much last season, I think he would have ran for another 1,000 yards.
Oh, he's going to be a great addition for Prairie View.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a great addition.
Second running back on the list is on second team offense is Ladarius Owens from Texas Southern. We talking about a kid 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", 195 pounds. So he's more of that lightning to the that you saw with Ja'Cory Howard.
Yeah. He's 20. What was he? His number was 20 what?
22.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
And then Amon Antoine is from Prairie View. So
right. I liked him. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
actually got a chance to interview him.
Yeah, we did. And
yeah, he's tough. Yeah, that Antoine. I remember him in the Grambling game in Dallas at the Cotton Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he runs like a man.
He should have broke. He should have broke for one.
Yeah, he was tough, man. He's a bell cow. He can carry it a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. One receiver, the first receiver on this list, Montario Hunt for Alcorn State. And G got high regards for this kid right here.
What was his number?
Montario, number 14.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
that was the leading receiver.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was tough. He's tough. Now in the last 10 years now, Alcorn has had some nice wide receivers now.
They have.
I mean, going back, they've had some good boys, man. I mean, that Jay Hobson era wide receivers, then Fred's group, they've had some wide receivers.
He had 23 receptions for 489 yards, 3 touchdowns. His average per reception was 21.26 yards.
That means that he's a deep threat.
Yeah, he can blow the top off the defense.
They were, yeah. So I think that's cool.
Yeah. Then we got Derek Morton from Texas Southern. So remember, Derek played hurt last season also. And I'm not going to say inconsistencies on Andrew Body because the team was majority of the team was hurt. And I think, like I said, when Andrew got injured, I felt like when he got injured in that last game, I kind of feel like they gave up a little bit. Because it's like, when you got a lead and then you let them score and it gets in your head like, man, we let these dudes score. We ain't trying to let them score again. But then they score again. It's like, hey, you got to get yourself up. You got to pick yourself up and you got to try to stop it. Because if you don't, then you're going to have games like that you saw last season at the end of the year. And you would rather I won't want to have those games like that. And you don't want to have those games like that early in the season either.
Now, you talking about Texas Southern?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the main thing is what Billy Joe always said. Billy Joe said you got to have 6 kids ready to go at any time. You can't let the fact that your starting quarterback he gets hurt and then your quality of play goes down. You got to get over that. Billy always said you're supposed to have 6 quarterbacks ready to go. I told you when I was in school, Tennessee State would carry 9 quarterbacks, and all of them could play. You got to have depth at that quarterback position,
right?
Because you one play away from being out for the whole season.
Mr. Ford, do you think that the majority of the teams have good depth at quarterback?
No, and not only do they not have good depth, we don't have good quarterback coaching. Now that's not your case. Y'all loaded. Y'all loaded, man. Now, a lot of people don't want to buy it, but I'm telling you, fam, you got some other kids in that quarterback room y'all don't know about. I'm telling you, one of them is from Eastern Kentucky. He's about 6'3", 6'4". He can run it and throw it. Now, that kid that you was talking about the other night, Doc, that Maritovich, Junior Maritovich, that kid is smart, and he knows that playbook. He knows what Willie wants.
That's
And
why I
that's
was.
why he's always in the discussion because he's a what they call a student of the game.
That's why I was like, to me, like, if some ever happened to to Jeremy Musa, it's the board dropped out. Something ever happened to Jeremy Musa, then you have a proven backup quarterback that could actually come in and take over the game. It would be more of a game manager than like more than a gunslinger. That's the reason why Mr. Ford said he's a student of the game. Like he studies the game. Um, so I'm gonna finish this out. Wide receiver Cassius Allen from Southern. I know we had a big argument about that. We had the big discussion about that with with Coach Green.
So
All right,
sorry about that, Doc.
you good? You good?
Yeah, now I don't know. Now one thing. Do you remember Brian Jenkins down there? He was
At
at
Boone,
Bethune Cookman. Sometimes he would play three quarterbacks and would play all of them in one game. And I remember Florida A&M. This was in '99. They had the guy that's now the guy that's the head coach at Albany State, Quinn Gray, and he had another guy named I think it was J. Jawan Seidler or some FAMU people. What was that boy? That guy's name?
Jay Seidler, I
So
think.
yeah, he played both of them. Both of them could throw it, but the one that was the transfer from West Virginia, he could run the option.
You know what? When back then when FAMU was trying to run rush out through the MEAC, that two quarterback system was it was a godsend because people didn't know you didn't know who was
right. It's hard to prepare for them.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what my high school coaches were. They wouldn't let you know who was going to start at quarterback until the beginning of the game. And then, they would never let people know.
Before that, Pat Bonner was, the Mad Bonner.
Oh, listen, man, that boy was the truth, man. He was the truth. He came from Temple. He only played for him 1 year.
Right.
He was the truth, man.
So
I saw him.
So then, let's see what else we got. We got Kamari Young from FAMU.
Yeah. He's from isn't he from Tallahassee?
I think I gotta make sure.
Yeah, he's a blocking tight end, but he's also a pass catcher.
Okay.
Now he's key to Moose's success. Mr. Mona, you talking about quarterback play and all that?
Yeah.
Now, if he has a big year, that's gonna help Musa. Because I know I sound like a broken record, but listen, Musa is a Dan Fouts type of guy. Doc, you remember Dan Fouts?
Yeah, I know. I remember Dan Fouts.
That's right. Stand up in that hole, throw the football, but he has to be protected because he's not dual threat. If you run him out of that pocket, he might get away from you, but he's no threat to throw the ball. He's not that.
Right. So, offensive lineman for second team offense, we got Carson Vincent from Alabama A&M, Robert Alston from Alabama State, Rodney Luckett from Mississippi Valley State, Ryan Atkins Frazier from Pine Bluff, and Arrington Taylor from Prairie View.
So Grambling didn't get anybody on the offensive line?
No, Rodney Luckett from Valley. He's on here because if he did not get injured, and he was out for probably like more than half. Well, I won't say more than half, but like a quarter of the season. I think as far as the offensive line play for Valley, I think it would have changed everything. It would have changed everything around for what Valley would have done last season. That 2-9 record might have been 3-8, or it might have been 4-7. It all depends on what you have as far as your offensive line.
So is Blue on here?
I don't know Blue on here.
No.
Blue. What I want. Oh, he's not on here.
Nah,
you want me to summon him, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, because I want to know. Now, I thought he said that Grambling had a solid offensive line.
Oh, okay. You want me to I'ma tell him Mr. Ford
Yeah,
said.
I want to know now because I was thinking that Grambling was dominant up front offensively.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just one. That's why I was asking, was he on here?
good. Second team defense. Defense lineman. We got Gentle Hunt from
Oh
Van
yeah,
Buren.
you know I love General. I love General Hunt.
We got a pair of D tackles already on here from Jackson State, Jeremiah Williams and Devontae Davis.
Oh yeah, both of them can play.
And it's Kelby Givens from Southern.
Yeah.
That rounds out the defensive lineman for the second team.
Right.
We got
There he
Jalen
is.
Blue,
Jalen Campbell.
Blue is
Blue
here.
popped up.
Hey, Blue, I thought you were saying that Grambling had a dominant offensive line, and you didn't. None of their guys made your
He said they are mostly new additions.
the offensive line is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he needs to see them in action before anyone
Oh
gets
yeah.
all the
Okay. Okay.
honors.
So are these guys a transfer portal, junior college? What are we talking about?
That must be the same reason why he didn't put anybody on Jackson State's O line up there.
Right. The
Because
only,
Right. Okay. Okay.
Evan Henry and Kurt
but, I mean,
Ford
Henry and Kurt Ford, but
and
Listen, both of
Deontay
them good
Graham, right?
boys, man. Listen, both of them are good boys. I've seen them. Now that Ford kid, I've watched him 3 years now, right?
oh
This
yeah,
will be his third year. I've watched that Evan Henry last year. Evans is dominant. I thought last year he kind of made some mental mistakes. He had a little problem with holding, but I thought at times he was dominant. And now that's you said the center is gone, right? Remember the center? What was his name? Bro.
Zach, bro.
Zach Bro, he's
Okay.
gone.
Oh yeah, because I loved him, man. That boy was tough, man.
Really, on our offensive line, you really think about it, we only lost 3 players on the offensive line. Look,
Who?
just think about it. Okay, so
Debo Hayes.
Debo Hayes
Yeah, I
gone.
remember Debo, the big kid, right?
Yeah, he's at Middle Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I remember him.
Okay.
79, I think he was.
Patrick Willis.
Yeah, I remember Patrick Willis. He was tough.
Willis Patrick, he's at TCU.
Yeah, I remember him.
And Zach Bro.
No, the dude in Colorado too.
Oh, Tyler Brown.
Yeah, he was tough too.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I remember him. Guys.
What? Listen. Uh-oh. Blue said Evan Henry might not even start. Can we calm down a little bit?
What? For real?
Hey,
Evan
I'm
Henry
sorry, but
is
that
moving
offensive,
to center.
but I had to agree with Blue on this because that offensive line battle is.
Blue said, "Can we?" He told us to take a chill pill.
On who? On Evan Henry?
No,
Yeah.
he said his list is packed tight and unbiased.
One main said that they moved Evan Henry to center.
And they also
that's
have
a good move.
another center. Let me get his name. The other possible center is Josiah
Roa.
Roa. Josiah Roa was possibly a center too.
Then you got Christian Gonzalez coming in. I think he's going to play guard.
Boy, let me pull up Christian. Ooh, that is a
DeAndre
big
Towns
boy.
Blue. I think he's gonna be one. He's gonna be one side of the tackle.
Mr. Ford, Chris Gonzalez. I think is that the one that Coach went and got him from New Mexico?
Came from San Diego Mesa.
Okay, but he's originally from New Mexico.
He's originally from California.
Mesa. Let me see. I don't know why it says New Mexico. Why I thought New Mexico.
Let me finish this. Linebacker for second team linebacker Jalen Campbell from Southern, Rico Dozier from Arkansas Pine Bluff, Keyshawn Johnson from Prairie View, and Jacob Williams from Texas Southern. And we had the pleasure to interview both Keyshawn Johnson and Jacob Williams at SWAC Media Day. And even though I like Keyshawn as far as what he does and how he brings his intensity for Prairie View for that defense, he went to Duncanville High School, and he had to brag on us that our rival, we Cedar Hill, we are their rival. They beat us, they beat us to sleep. when he was in high school. So he had to remind me about that for a second.
Yeah, those interviews are coming soon. And Mr. Ford Blue said a whole position change. He said Henry would have been an honorable mention, but he can't put someone changing positions and have it locked up a starting spot.
That makes sense.
Mr. Ford, I like the fact that Blue put people on their list even though it's their first year. Like it say it's Gus Threes and Matt Knoll.
But I mean Matt Knoll, yeah. Matt Knoll, he'll make it. He'll make it.
I think he on the second team.
But anyway, we still got 155 people up in here. Make sure that y'all like this stream. Make sure that you share it with folks, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that rule. He said the rule is we can include FCS to FCS transfers, but not FBS to FCS transfers in preseason lists. Mind you, Blue is one of the people that vote on the top 25 FCS polls every week. He is one of the people who contribute a vote.
Hold on one second, y'all. All right. Thank you. I don't know. Ah, snap. Okay.
You see that pic of Chris?
Yeah, that's a big dude right there.
Oh my gosh. I would be so scared.
That is a
grown man coming at you. You think you coming up the A gap or the B gap? You think you getting through?
Now, who is this?
Chris Gonzalez.
Ooh, now what kind of size is that? 6'5", 6'6"? What is this?
6'5", 345.
What's his hometown?
I really want to say that. Let me see. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's
Okay,
That's right. I remember him. Yeah, I remember him.
He went to Volcano Vista High School.
That's right. Yeah, I remember.
310. Good Lord. You think you finna get up there through that A gap or B gap? No. Gonna knock
Yeah,
the
they
sun
coming down here. They look like somebody you're supposed to run behind.
And you know they got okay. You see it. You see the play, Mr. Ford.
Yeah. But you know what? When I was coaching, we used to take a big guy like that. We ran something, the Redskins, a counter tray. We would pull a big guy like that. And we would outnumber you to the football. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd run a counter tray with a guy like that big. You'd pull the guard, tackle, and the tight end.
JD Martin can hide behind him and run right on through.
I think JD's gonna have an outstanding year too. He's gonna have a big year.
Shout out to the Golden Boot that's in the chat right now. Shout out to my boy Pooh Bear. If y'all haven't done check out check out their channel right there. Man, they got some good info. They got some good stuff going on. Pretty much they got some good interviews from Swag Media Day also. So check them out. But
this is the same kid right here, number 77.
Mm-hmm. That's a big, man.
That's a big boy there, bro.
Like if you really think about this, think about this. You're running behind pretty much 325, 335, 345, 315. Like you're running behind almost a NFL.
Yeah, that's right. And then don't forget you got a tight end in the mix too.
Right.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
and
man.
they have Jency Riley. He's moved up into the big category. DJ Stevens.
Tell me about now, Jency Riley. What number we talking about?
His
That's from last year.
yeah.
Yeah, Jency Riley is from last year.
What,
They
what,
underutilized their they underutilized the tight
yeah,
end room.
wait a minute. Is Jency Riley the one from South Carolina? Was it?
Jency is from Louisiana.
Oh yeah, about 6'6", right?
Yeah,
He's
6'5".
probably about 6'6" now.
Yeah, man. I remember him. I remember Jency Riley. It
He
came
was
out of high school. Didn't he come out of high school?
Came straight out of high school.
That's him. Oh, he's a specimen. I remember him. I remember
yeah,
him.
he done
Yeah.
picked up so we got Jency Riley, it says he's 6'3",
Oh, he's
225,
6.
but I think that's like, he's probably 6'4" now. They got
Okay.
Sebastian St. Louis out of a freshman out of high school. He's 6'5", 225 pounds.
That's the kid from Florida.
Right. Yeah. Boca
Yeah,
Raton,
I remember him. Let me ask you, did the Hamler kid come back?
Who? Hagler?
Remember he dropped the ball in the
Hayden Hagler's there.
yeah, I think he came out of Marshall.
Yeah,
Hayden's
there.
Yeah.
Let's finish this up.
Jency was one of the bigs in the 10-yard fly. It was Jency and DJ Stevens that was on there.
Right.
Yeah, I used to like when y'all last year when they would get into that lineup and they would have 2 tight ends and then a wing tight. I thought nobody could stop that. I love that formation.
I don't think nobody could stop that. But yeah, we got hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna jump this back up here. Finish this up. So we got Keevert Wiggins on the DB.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Andrew Smith from Alcorn, Cale Jackson Jr. from Alabama State.
What was his number? What was the kid from Alabama State? What was his number?
I think his number is. I think it's 2. Let me see.
I remember him.
You said Alabama State.
Yeah, that guy. Because I think I remember him.
And he's a tall corner too. So
yeah, I think I remember him. Yeah.
How the corner get the number 2?
That was Dion's number at Florida State. He was number 2. He was a corner.
It sure was.
Yeah, that was his number. He came to Atlanta and went to 21.
Yeah, Canary Simmons from Texas Southern, Jordan Carter from Southern.
Oh, I see him. He's number 3. You said Cale Jackson.
Yeah, where is he from?
He from Midville, Georgia, from
Burke
County High School.
Yeah, that's over on the coast. That's not far from Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah, he played in 11 games, recorded 26 tackles, including 12 solo stops.
Yeah,
he had
that's
1 tackle for loss and 1 forced fumble. He had 3 interceptions, including a season high 2 against Florida A&M. Alabama State gave that game away.
Yes, they did. And they had no offense whatsoever.
But I'm telling y'all, that last drive that Alabama State was going on, they was driving to the field, and they set them up for the field goal. And they
did. They did. I was very impressed with that defense that day. That Alabama State defense was solid, man.
Man, they were trying.
It was solid, man. It's terrible. But listen, that kid you just called out, Mr. Mona, his high school should have been Burke County.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Burke County. They got some athletes over there. That's Waynesboro, Georgia.
So we got Jordan Carter and Chauncey. Jordan Carter from Southern, who's a transfer from Bowie State. And then Chauncey Moore from Alabama State. Now that's a safety right there. So
what's his number?
Chauncey Moore. You got the second team. You got second team special teams. You got Anthony Turnage from Mississippi Valley. That's the kicker.
Right.
The punter is Matt Knoll from Jackson State, and y'all know we using Blue. Put him on there because his stats is pretty much like an NFL. He's an NFL punter. And then return specialist Darnell Dees from Bethune-Cookman. I like this list. I
Yeah,
like.
now, Blue, are most of these kids seniors, or these kids got 2 and 3 years eligibility? Are
Uh,
most of these kids seniors?
He he in the chat. Well, I know he did say that he does not include any freshmen.
Right.
No freshmen are allowed, and these are like the FCS rules, like on the whatever they do in the FCS polls. So that's why he included some of the FCS transfers because they include those. But he said no freshmen are allowed to make the list.
right. I think that's when we was talking about that the other night. We was talking about Travis Hunter. Did we think Travis Hunter made the list because he came straight out of high school? And I think they put him on there because of the potential, but he should not. He should have never made the list, and I feel like he should have never made. Uh, did he make any preseason list?
No, he didn't play enough. He wasn't eligible.
Okay,
Like you
that's
talk, like I felt that was that was wrong when Coach Prime was like, oh, he couldn't because Kevin Coleman ended up getting freshman of the year, and he made a
exactly
remark kind of like Travis Hunter wasn't eligible for it. It's like, well, damn, one of your students still made it.
right. The only reason I think that on the real he wanted to make it like that is because of the fact that um, with Travis coming out of high school and trying to do what he do, I think he would have made freshman of the year. But I think the Sweat made a good decision who they chose as freshman.
Yeah, that Coleman kid will be here Labor Day weekend. He's at Louisville, right?
Yeah.
They coming to the Dome to play Georgia Tech.
Ooh,
So we're gonna see him. He's gonna be on Front Street.
Who playing Georgia Tech, South Carolina State?
No, well, that's the next week. You're right. The next week it's South Carolina State, but Labor Day weekend it's Louisville. Louisville is coming to
Okay, you talk about
Dome.
Kevin Coleman.
Yeah, Kevin Coleman. That's what I said. He'll be on Front Street. We're gonna see what he's doing. Because I like Coleman. I thought he had an outstanding CB. I thought he had a great what's that bowl? Celebration Bowl. And I thought he had a really good game against Alcorn.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. I agree with you, one man. The reason why Kevin Coleman left because he didn't want to be in the shadows of. He didn't go to Colorado because he didn't want to be in the shadows of Travis Hunter. He wanted to be his own man, and I feel like in a sense he could have been his own man. I'm glad that he chose Jackson State first of all, but I think the way that he chose Jackson State, I didn't think it was for his own, you know what I'm saying, own validity. I think I want to say like this.
Well, I thought that he didn't get enough reps at the beginning of the season.
Right.
I thought he should have got more reps. Now, he really turned on maybe like the last 5. Like I said, that Alcorn game, he showed you who he was. And he really showed you who he was in that Celebration Bowl.
Right.
He's got big up. I don't know what the situation up there at Louisville, but I can see him having a great career up there for the Cardinals.
I think he could. I think he's gonna ball and he's gonna shine because now he got his feet wet in college.
Right.
It don't even matter if you was FBS or FCS. You got your feet wet in college. You made, you know what I'm saying, you played in a significant amount of games.
Yeah.
And, made some catches. I think he was also playing special teams at one point. Also,
yeah, he was good at special teams.
So, like, you got experience doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
now it's time to take that and time to elevate it even more at Louisville. So
yeah, he's under a wide receiver head coach now. Braun. Is it Jeff? What's his name? Jeff Braun?
Jeff Braun. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He coming out of Purdue, but that's his hometown. Louisville is his hometown. He is a Cardinal. The head coach is a Cardinal.
Yep.
They gonna throw that football, man.
Yeah.
They gonna throw that football up there at Louisville.
I like this. I like this quote right here. Kevin Coleman chose Jackson State to compete with Travis, but when he got to Jackson State, Prime made it all about Travis. But here's the thing: can't make it all about Travis if you don't play in the games. You only played in one game at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Because he was out like the first 4 or 5, right?
Right.
He had to have surgery.
He had to have surgery.
Didn't he come back for homecoming? What game did he come back for?
He came back.
He played in FAMU. He played in Alcorn. He played the Celebration Bowl, and then I think you're right, homecoming.
Homecoming. That's what I remember. Yeah, homecoming.
He played homecoming. He played against Alabama A&M. So he played in 5 games last year. He missed 6. He should have missed 7 because he shouldn't have played in that FAMU game. He was not ready.
Right.
That's what tweaked it.
Yeah.
So because that would tweak it, but he was remember when SWAC Media Day from last year came about, he was already in a walking boot.
Yeah, that's right. I remember the walking boot. Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
yeah, I do remember that.
Is you had, even though you probably had 4 weeks left before the first game, he should have never been out there. I mean, understandably so, he knows his body.
Right.
Every player know their body, but in a sense, he should have never been out there because of the fact that he was not ready. And I understand Prime wanted him to show the world what he can do. We all know what he can do. We seen it when he was at Collins Hill.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I was on. Yeah. Doc, I think he plays 3 years and then he's out.
Who, Travis?
Yeah, he plays 3 and he's out.
I think he played.
I think they tried to redshirt him from Jackson State.
They did.
That
was the fact they should have redshirted him. That was the other thing. They should have redshirted him.
I think they did. He only played in 4 games. You can redshirt with 4 games.
Yeah, that's right. You can redshirt before. Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, man.
Let me see. I'm trying to pull up. Pull up his stats. So, trying to figure out
what you think about Blues List, Mr. Ford? Oh, he dropped off.
Let me get him back up here.
See, when I saw 6 Jackson State players, I was hyped.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my whole thing about it is I know that they're good, but no, he couldn't redshirt him because he played in 5 games.
He played in 5?
He played in 5.
Which ones he played?
FAMU, homecoming, Alabama A&M, Alcorn, Celebration Bowl. Oh, and the Southern game. He played in the SWAC championship game. He couldn't redshirt.
Dang. Well, he needed to be in the weight room, and strengthening his leg and just putting in that work to strengthen his body. It's up now. You in the big league now.
Yeah,
and he played in the Texas Southern game. I don't know why.
Yes, he played in the Texas Southern game. He the game that was the game. I think he had an interception and he had a reception. Yeah, he did play in that Texas Southern game. thank y'all for letting me know. But I don't wait. You know what? I don't think he played homecoming. I don't think he played homecoming. He did play in the Texas Southern. He played FAMU, uh, A&M, Texas Southern, uh,
Let me look at the stats.
Alcorn, SWAC championship game, Celebration Bowl. Yeah, yeah. So if he wanted to say that they wanted to say him that he should have just
He
when he
played it.
played
He
the first
played
game.
in Campbell.
Oh, okay. So he played the Campbell game.
In Florida, he played in Florida A&M, but he didn't have no type of
Oh, he was hurt.
receptions. He played at Southern,
Okay,
Texas Southern, Alabama A&M. He must have just put him in there just to put him in there for like one or two plays. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And Alcorn, he had of course that interception and touchdown. Um versus Southern in the SWAC championship.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're right. He played in way too many games.
Yeah, he played way too many games to be redshirted.
I think Prime would just like put him in for a couple of plays, get him to do a big play, and then sit him down.
I mean, but that was I mean, if you really think about it, that was his and I think that was his intention right there. That was his intention. So um I'm trying to figure out where to
The
do.
game I remember him playing in the lot Avis was Alcorn, the Celebration Bowl, and I want to say then he was playing both ways, so maybe it was definitely on the defensive side.
Right.
They had that he had him playing both ways. So that definitely could have probably on here it says he played 3 games, 7 receptions for 53 yards. And then this might not be updated correctly. I just pulled up the roster or the on the football.
Yeah, he only had like 12, 14 receptions for 144 yards in the season as far as offensive wise. What's up,
What's going on, man? Great show.
All right, thank you.
Great show. Ain't no problem. Look at here, man. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. And Blue, I like that. I like that list. I really do.
I think the
Y'all
list
own it. Just remember. Just. Uh-huh.
I think this list
You
was
said
better.
what now?
I think this list was better.
Right. And just
Yeah,
always remember,
Blue has a
man.
more inclusive list, but of course it's not biased. We all gonna put a little bit of a bias on it.
Right.
Even
And
the
just words
preseason poll.
of encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
We depend on you guys. We depend on y'all. Hell, I ain't got time to pull up no damn SWAC list and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we depend on y'all. We depend on y'all, man. So just keep going and keep providing great content. And again, like I texted you earlier today, own your craft.
right.
Timona, own your craft, sweetheart. Own it. Own it. Because you realize this is bigger than, I understand you in, grad school and raising my great nephew, Braxton, and I know you raising kids, Doc, but at the end of the day, and you work and all that, but this is your job.
Right.
I need y'all to understand that. This is y'all job. We depend on y'all. So you gotta keep coming with the content and you gotta keep coming with things that we don't know. That's what journalists are. They bring stuff to light.
Right.
And yes, y'all are journalists.
Hold on.
You're not just YouTubers.
Hold on, say let me get this right here. I'm gonna give a special shout out to Ruben Hawkins for the $5 donation. I had to put it out there.
Yeah, I mean, shit, y'all, y'all, we depend on you now. And just, keep going. Like I said, I understand that it might take some of your personal time and working time and grad school time and raising children time. But at the end of the day, you guys made a vow, okay? And with a vow, thou speaketh, thou shall come,
Right.
okay? So keep doing what you're doing and love you guys and just keep it coming. Cause hell, we depend on you. I want to know about the infrastructure. I want to know about sports. I want to know about what's going on in HBCU world. This is our culture. So get it done. Both of you, get it done. Get it done. And be through with it. And like I said, because y'all was the one that told me, because like I said, I canceled all social media. Hell, you know what kind of job I have. I can't be on that. But when I found out, when y'all told me on about the Twitter and all that type of stuff, I was like, okay. And I tried it and everything is fine. So you got to understand, you guys, your job is to keep the content going, inspire us, inform us, and grow. There's four pillars in life. Be smart, do it now, do it well, complete.
Mm-hmm.
Be smart, do it now, do it well, complete. And I thank y'all for bringing me on just real quick. I just wanted to say that this is a very great show. And keep it going. Y'all know better. Keep going. You know what to do. Both of you. You know what to do.
Yes,
All
sir.
right now. I'm gonna be in the chat. All right.
Bet.
Thank you, Mr. Walker.
I did a poll. I did the poll. So the poll is: was Blues list legitimate? 87% say yes, and 13% says no. I wonder who the 13% is.
Let me go ahead and get my little vote in. Out of all the lists, and I definitely as a alum of the Jackson State University, I don't have any problem stating that I'm biased. I'm still going to use my facts to say why I feel like something. I'm going to base my opinion off of facts.
Right.
The Blue has an unbiased view.
It's,
So, okay, Blue, we got you.
I wouldn't say FAMU had the worst line in the country. They had too many injuries on that offensive line, which in turn turned their running game into a sham of what it was the year before.
Their running game going to be where you think they coming out in the pack for run game for next year?
In the run game,
Because they was dead last. Dead last.
I think they might go middle of the pack.
I'm gonna make up a new list. We going
I
we're gonna look at the stat list. So like the SWAC statistics for each y'all folks is tired of lists, but overall statistics, a preseason list for overall statistics. And I think that in the rushing, who you got first? Alcorn? Or
um my
do
thing
you know
about
who
this
was
is
first last year?
I feel like this. One person um can't help you be at the top of the rush. I mean, unless that person, like I said, run for 2,000 yards and he's the only person that you rely on. Me, I just feel like when it comes down to it, it has to be like a three-headed monster. So
Yes, I just checked the stats and I would have thought that Alcorn was first. Prairie
mhm,
View was first in rushing last year.
right. You
Second
know,
was Southern.
hmm
Third was Texas Southern.
yep.
A lot of them stats came from their own quarterback, but
No, no, not a lot of them. Not
huh?
a lot of them. Not a lot of them. So when it came down to the rushing, The running back still was the lead. He was the second lead rusher, but I mean, you got to put it into to the fact that the offense that they was running last year was pretty much a run first type deal.
Everybody was first in rushing.
Hmm.
He had, I guess, 576 yards. And he was, oh, okay. Ladarius Owens was above him, I guess.
Right. That's what I was saying. Ladarius Owens. Um, I
But
don't.
for a quarterback, that's pretty high.
Well, like I said, because it's all predicated on what type of offense that you run. Uh,
So John Graves, which I could probably go on my Instagram, but I did notice that John Graves had like a cast on in one of his pictures
hmm
a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
Mm, I don't want to speak on his injury like that, or if it had something to do with him entering the portal, but I did see that he had like some type of injury.
Well, my whole thing is I feel like the defensive line for Jackson State, that defensive line rotation is deep. And
Right.
if you can't if you're not able to crack into that rotation, then um it sucks. It sucks to not be in that rotation. It sucks for the coaching staff to not have him there because I think he will probably be a big
Addition.
addition to the defense. But
You want to
they,
pull it up?
hold on.
That D line
Yeah,
is
it's deep.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's deep. So I mean wherever he goes, wherever he goes, I hope he has the success. But it's kind of crazy now because you probably got like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, Mr. Brown, I think he was injured. That's why he had an
You got
injury.
about 3-4 deep.
Let's
uh,
go. I pulled it up. Can you pull it up?
yeah, you got like three,
So we
four
got
weeks deep.
Antonio Doyle. He's gonna be probably playing off the edge, possibly, maybe, right?
Easy. Oh, he's nothing but a straight up edge rusher.
Philip Webb. I think he's versatile.
Yeah, he is versatile.
Braxton Barney. Now, Braxton Barney is one of the commits from Madison, Mississippi that came with Isaiah Spencer.
I think when he with Braxton, you put at least about another 20 pounds on him. He's gonna be a dog.
Right.
So you take away John Graves, but see
And I
now,
want to say Braxton came. So some of these young men who are freshmen, they done came in early. Like Braxton, I think, was one of them that enrolled in summer school. So he was already up there way like May, June sometime, already putting in work.
hmm
I don't want to speak 100% on John Graves, but I'm pretty sure I'm almost 90% sure that there was some type of injury that happened, and
I knew I seen this kid
he
before.
had some type of like cast or something on his leg.
Mm. I knew I seen this kid before. I knew I seen him before. He went to Lancaster High School here in Dallas. I
Oh
knew I seen him
wow.
before.
Right. Then
Uh,
we got you know that's Goodell, that's the
his
NFL's
nephew,
the NFL commissioner, that's his
commissioner.
nephew.
Uh huh. But but
Charleston.
like you said, the defensive line is deep, regardless of where anybody, you can people gonna say, well, y'all lost this, y'all lost that. That's all right though.
Then under it was like under the radar that it wasn't even talked about that much was Athen Smith from Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Right.
As a grad student, he kind of went under the radar and he was at Jackson State. Then you got True Thompson. Um, I want to say True did not play last year
Uh,
because he had a season injuring excuse me, a season in
season-ending injury.
yeah, I couldn't even get it
Yes.
out because I'm trying to pull up his stuff at the same time. Season ending injury, right? But
Mm-hmm.
True out of as a prospect, he was a 3-star. I want to say he was a 4-star, but on 247 Sports it says 3-star. I
Right.
want to say he was a 4-star coming out until we know how that goes. Zion Walker is a 2-star. He's from Whitehaven High School, which is the same high school that Ahmad Miller, Aubrey Miller, Coach Mo, Maurice, Coach Maurice Harris came from. All of them are Coach Maurice Harris coach there as a head coach, and then that's where Ahmad Miller, our running back, came from, and then Aubrey Miller, who plays for the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley Cooks is a freshman. We got Quintus Miller back. That was a late addition, and they said Quintus Miller is gonna be looks totally different.
Yeah, he's totally different.
He done got in shape.
I know it's 178 people in here, and I think let me see, let me see, because I want to make sure we don't run overlap onto this show. So I'm always respectful.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it starts in a couple minutes. It'll start.
Yeah, it's started at 9 o'clock. But we can continue this. We're gonna continue this next week because we're gonna have fresh, rejuvenated. We're gonna be on. We're gonna be on one. Um, I just love to see that we all can get together. What's going on, KJ? That we can get together and we can talk sports and we can talk football and we can come up with we can come up with initiatives for different things. So
Mr. Campbell, Blue still. You said Blue ain't our favorite. I like the list. I mean, I
I
still.
didn't see what they did with Jeff.
He
Like,
didn't do player of the year and offense. He didn't do offensive player of the year or defensive player of the year.
Harris said Blue's list was right.
I mean, I felt like it was decent. I liked it. I feel that I don't know why Blue, who is offensive. I feel like offensive player of the year he would have picked Jarvion Howard, and defensive player of the year I feel like he would have picked Colton Adams.
Yeah.
I didn't see that on there though.
We know, Avis, we know you think it ain't no good list. Come on now. We already know what you talk. We already know what
You
you
done said that for 2 hours
Yeah,
straight.
if you haven't done, Mr. Israel is putting in the chat, like we are taking donations for the initiative for to give to a child for speech therapy. This initiative will go on for 2 weeks, and then after the 2 weeks up, we will go ahead and let everybody know that we made this donation to a child with that needs speech therapy. And everybody knows that the reason why it's happened, but y'all, I'm not gonna mention the name, so and we're not gonna mention that troll's name either because he just crept in, and I don't want to be into that. So I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm chilling. So like I said, I am gonna be trying to get it back in. I'm gonna try to get into some writing. Um, and me and the wife, we are going to be, like I said, we are going to be looking at LLC. So y'all take a look out for that. The initiative, like I said, you could $5 or you can match what was given to me at first from Sunday. And right now, let me see where we at right now. We are at $315, y'all. We are at 315. This initiative will go on while I'm out or while I'm on hiatus, and when I get back, we'll pick it back up again. We gonna keep it going. But like I said, we all good with this list, y'all.
I
we are
like the list.
we all like
What's the
the list.
final score? What's the final score on the poll?
I haven't got. Oh, people still voting. Right now, it's 81% yes, 19% no. Everybody
Y'all
still
go
voting.
ahead and vote up at the chat at the top. Was Blue's list legitimate? I like the list. And of course, in the chat, he said what I knew already. His offensive player of the year was Jarvion Howard. Defensive player of the year, Colton Adams. Right, Whitley. Blue said what he said, and he ain't taking it back. And for
They gonna
y'all folks
look.
who
They
say
gonna pass right here.
you can't put somebody that ain't played in the SWAC, but FCS, for which he is a actual voter for all of FCS, top 25 voter, he said that you can include transfers of FCS to
The
FCS in
FCS.
polls and not FBS to FCS. So
Oh yeah, Jerica. It is on the bluebloodcfb.com. So
I'll drop it in the chat. You
yes,
talking
ma'am.
about Blues
His site.
all conference for the SWAC?
Yeah, yeah, his website.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the chat.
Yeah. See, Pat, that's why, yeah, that's why. Look, I knew a reason why we sat next to Blue at Swag Media Day. I'm
Yep.
looking dead at him and I'm observing. That man was putting in work. I don't care what anybody say.
And it was like he was doing it and it was so like streamlined.
It was so
And
effortless. It was
yeah,
effortless.
like
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
so maybe I don't need to pay somebody $300 to take pictures. Maybe I'm doing too much.
No, I think the reason why we did, I think the reason why we did that is because we wanted to look good, and
Right. We wanted to have the film, the videos
mhm.
for our channel.
I
But
mean, y'all gotta realize, look, dude, I work with a laptop, a little small ring light, and a webcam, and a soundboard. This is what I work with. I work with this every time I get on this show.
yeah, I'm gonna get into some upgrades probably like my uh well of course getting the headphones so that if it's really really loud people can put the headphones
Yeah,
on
put your headphones on.
with the speaker and then uh upgrading my camera. But other than that, for a podcaster you could really trap it out there until you start really getting out there, then of course you want to do the upgrades.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mean, doing something like that, like you know, we're not gonna have the success overnight, y'all.
Right.
It will never, we can never get it like that. And I just feel like we got everything we had gotten, we got out of the mud. We gotten this out of the mud. Like we got this is organic. Me and the wife, we got this organic. When I called her, she was at work, and I told her, I was like, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna be doing a podcast." But she already knew I had the equipment. I bought the equipment and everything because I was supposed to do it at first. I was supposed to do about sneakers and fashion. But I'm like, nah, we gonna do something. I'm gonna do something different, and that's like I said, that's the reason why I went and scrubbed everything, majority of everything off of my YouTube, and just started all over again. Um, but like I said, I'm gonna take my little break. If you want to contact me, here are my contact info. You can hit me up on email at hbcuoverdrive@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter, HBCU underscore overdrive. You can hit me up on Instagram at the same under the same name, or you can actually text me at this number right here. More than likely, we're gonna try to get a phone to where it be business and my regular phone. But This is
All
how
right.
you
Well,
keep.
I'm gonna hit you up, Doc. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm getting ready to go to Ken Clark's. Thank you for letting me come on your show tonight.
Anytime, anytime, anytime. So I know everybody's about to head over to Ken Clark. I appreciate over had almost 200 people in the chat and in just watching this stream. Um, almost 200 people watching this stream. So and you know what I'm saying, rocking with your boy. You know, we all know y'all if you seen it, you seen it. Um I was I was upset for a second, but I mean can't can't get upset, can't cry over spilled milk. And like I said, like we gonna the wife already told me we gonna keep this thing moving. Spectrum. um Places you can reach me. And like I said, if you're doing the you know, um we're doing this initiative right now, watching the child for speech therapy. And I thank everybody who basically donated tonight on the stream. We had over $300, $315 on at any time. We would run the donation with the Cash App link on what's going on with that. If you got PayPal, I run the thing for PayPal also. But man, look, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate everybody coming on tonight. Everybody coming in tonight. Mr. Ford coming on tonight. Simona coming on. Um, but like I said, I do this, and I think this person is going to be very happy that I've done something that I love to do. And this person right here is my grandma. So, um, my mama, I called my mama this morning. My mama's proud of me. She proud of her only son. Um, my sisters, they proud of their big brother. My kids are proud of me. So the wife, she's very, very proud of me because if it wasn't for her, she would. If I just say I'm gonna quit doing this, she'll probably look at me crazy, like the hell we ain't. She said she'll kick my ass. She said she'll still kick my ass. She'll kick my ass if I stop doing this. So plus she don't want to see me she don't want to see me moping around the house looking all depressed and stuff like, man, woe is me. I can't do this and I can't do that. Nah, she ain't gonna do that. She don't stand for that, and I love her for that. So other than that, look, it's 9/11. Get yourself on over to Ken Clark with the crew. Ken, Zoe, Tarante, Auntie Rochelle, Nook, everybody on there. Um, as always, um, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay dangerous. We be back in this thing next week. All right. I'm gonna take my good old break because I need it. We out to stay. Peace. Love y'all.